Hi everyone, it's me. I'm back. How are you all doing? I'm doing the challenge for the Crafting Shed Davies. She's doing it's just something to inspire you, to get you going if you've got like a block during the lockdown. So Jane has come up with an idea. Hi Jane, this is my entry to your challenge. And she's come up with an idea that every Saturday she's going to pick out 2 items and 3 colours, and then we have to make something 6 by 6 using the colours and to incorporate the items as well. So this week she pulled out embossing folder and a doily, and the colours were white, pink and yellow. So this is going to be my entry, Jane. So I've got a 6 by 6 envelope, okay, because she said it can be a canvas, it can be an envelope, it can be whatever you want. So if you look, I've actually embossed it with one of my embossing folders. I did the back as well, so it embossed it all. Hope you can see that. So what I'm going to be doing, this is cream, this envelope, because I couldn't find a white one. I'm going to be using that, and then I'm going to be using a doily which has got pink and yellow on it. So there's pink and yellow roses. So I'm going to decoupage onto the envelope, and then once it's dry I'll probably put some gesso on it, which is white, and I've got some doilies which are, if I show you, they're like this. What I've done is I've cut out the little circles, so I'm going to be using just it looks like an owl, doesn't it? Yeah, so cut out 4 of those, so they're little tiny doilies, but they come off a paper doily anyway. So this is going to be my entry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decoupage this napkin onto the envelope first. That's my first thing. So I just thought I'd do it and you could come along and watch. So excuse my squeaky chair. Let's get some decoupage glue. So this is Decopatch, which is the decoupage glue, and I can never get the lid off this, so I've got to prise it off. So bear with me a minute and let's get going. Oh, there we are, it's off. So this should be fun. So I thought it was just quite a good one, because as Jane was saying, everybody's lost their sort of mojo with the lockdown and everything. So I'm just going to get some to dry my. Listen to my squeaky chair. I've got to get a new chair. This is my husband's chair, and God, it doesn't have to squeak. So this is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to put glue all over the envelope. Obviously, that's what you do when you decoupage, isn't it? So yeah, I hope you've all been doing okay. I've got another video coming up soon, which will be to finish off the what was it called? The ephemera folio. Yes, I'm going to be doing that, finishing that off next. So that's coming up next. So keep an eye out for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's been I've had a little bit of a break, some unfortunate circumstances, which these things happen sometimes. And yeah, I've not been able to get to it, but I should be finished. I just do that after I've done this video, and hopefully it should be up for tomorrow or even tonight, who knows? You never know your luck in a raffle. So let's see if I've got enough on there. So I've just put the decoupage glue all over the envelope. Now I'm going to put the napkin down. I love decoupaging. Let's see if I can get it all on, get it on there straight. It always goes wrong when you're someone's watching you, and that's what I feel like. You know, when you feel like someone's watching you. Well, you are, aren't you? You're all watching me, aren't you? I hope. So yeah, I just thought, oh, this would be a nice idea, because Jane said a canvas or something like. Well, we've been shopping today, and I was looking for canvases in the Poundland, but I couldn't find any. So that's all on there, like that. It's nice, doesn't it? Oh, I should have got some cling film really, but never thought of that at the time. I'm going to decoupage this on now. Do it gently, brush it over. I thought, oh, this is a yellow roses on the napkin and pink ones, so it's perfect. So I just have to do, wouldn't it? So hope you're all doing okay. Me and Tony's got a week off, not this week coming up, the week after. We're supposed to be replacing our decking, but the weather forecast is not looking very good. I think we've had all our sunshine now, because all last week we had some sun, but you can be sure the week after next, when we want to replace the decking, it's going to be raining, cats and dogs. So I'm going to just have to dry this off and come back to you, won't I? So I'm going to dry this off. So I'll just pause the camera, dry it off, and I'll come back to you. How's that? Look nice. Look very nice. So hopefully that should dry a bit brighter. I think I got it all. One of my favourite things to do. So right, I'm just going to dry it and I'll be back. All right, so don't go nowhere. See you in a minute. Right, so I'm back now. I've dried it off. It's still a little bit sticky, but it's mostly dry. So I'm just going to trim it now. And I don't know whether to do the back or not. I'm looking at the back, it looks a bit strange. So let's turn it over and trim it this way, doesn't it? The back looks a bit strange, so I don't know, I might have to do the back as well. I need a bit of acetate or something to put, you know, just to cover up. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Just cutting really carefully around the edges without cutting the envelope. Yeah, so I thought this is a really good idea. So Jayne's going to be doing it every Saturday. If you want to join in, what I'll do is I'll link Jayne's video down in the description box, and if you want to join in, it looks like a lot of fun. I'll link the one where she explains it all. She said it can be 6 by 6, it could be a card, it can be an envelope, a canvas, anything you want it to be, as long as it's 6 by 6. And then some ladies I think are doing cards, but I just thought, oh, I'll do an envelope. So just a little bits there. Just got to be careful not to cut the envelope. That would be a disaster. So I'm not sure if you can actually see the embossing very well through it, but it is embossed. So let's get rid of that. So you can see it on the back. You can see that I've embossed it, can't you? So that's the envelope. I'm going to just give it a bit of a manipulation. And then take it from there. So now I'm going to put some, I'm going to just gesso it a little bit. Bring some white in. Just get me gesso. This is gesso. Just put a little bit. And all I'm going to do is dab some in the lid. And then I'm going to sort of just brush it up a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing things like, not necessarily cards, envelopes, glassine bags, paper bags. I don't think you can do a drawing card that's 6 by 6, can you? That'd be a bit much, wouldn't it? So I'm just rubbing the gesso in with my fingers. That's how I like to do it. And then all I've got to do is put the doilies on. So I'm not sure whether I will actually. Love doing this gessoing, but some people use brushes. I just use my fingers because I like the effect. Just do this. So we've got the pink, which is now looks a bit orange, but it's definitely pink. Maybe I'll make my doilies pink. Well, you seen they were definitely pink and yellow, so that's got to just dry off a little bit now. So while that's drying, I'm going to distress around the edges of my envelope with some vintage photo. This is just give it a frame. And to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I think I might do the back as well, because I think it'll look better if the back's done as well. But I might not do that with you, because otherwise it's going to take forever. So. Yeah, the back looks a bit plain, doesn't it? Let's just do the edges and then decide. I don't know whether to or not. I'm undecided. So that's my front at the moment. That's my envelope at the moment. So now I need to incorporate the doilies if I can find them. Found two. Lost them. We've lost them. Definitely lost them. Right, I have to cut some more out. Where did I put them? Just cut some more out. It's easy enough for that. Like so. Actually, I don't know if I've got a spray to spray these pink. I might spray them pink. Let's have a look. Just cut them out. You'll probably find them on the floor. That's what I usually do. Everything ends up on the floor. So let's spray them. Let's try it. I'll try it on a bit of one of these and then see if what it's going to turn out like. Right. Any pink spray? I'm not sure if I've got pink. Pink? Pink in it. Let's try it on this. Oh, it's not very pink. Don't know what that's going to turn out like. It's quite pale. That's pink enough, isn't it? It's do it anyway. I'll get rid of that one and put my little doilies in. Pink them up. Pink, pink, pink. Right, I'm going to spray them. I've sprayed them. I'm now going to dry them. They might dry later. Pink. See what they dry like. See if they dry too light or not. Right. Let's do this while you're here. Sorry about the noise. Not really a conventional way of using a doily, but it is technically it's a doily, isn't it? Ooh, where's he gone? You hear the dry when they start flying around the flying off. That's the last one. Okay, they're dry. Now we're going to do this. Put that to one side. Have I got any yellow flowers? Little yellow flowers. Little teeny tiny ones. I can put in the middle. Nope. Nope. Oh, what are these? Oh, pink. White. Oh, pink. So I could use my doily. Use my doily and put a flower on it. I've got these. Little pearls on them. Pull some of these out. So there's my doily. So I'm using a doily, aren't I? And then you could put a pink flower in there. Or, which one looks better? No, I like the dark one. So what I might do, instead of using loads, this is technically my doily. What I might do is I might put it on here like that, and then it can be probably gonna decoupage the back, and then I've used a doily, not in the conventional way, and then I can use that as a little thing on the top of the envelope. So that's what I'm going to do. So there's no set way of doing it, is there? So I'm going to stick it on with some art glitter glue. Stick my doily down. Like this. And then that can be the fastening on the back of the envelope. And then I'm going to stick this flower on top. So whatever way you look at it, it's still a doily. Just a different way of using a doily. So I'm going to decoupage the back of it, definitely, because it looks odd. I'm going to get a piece of acetate now and decoupage the back and dry that, and then I'll actually come back and show you the finished product. How's that? Right, I'll be back soon. Okay, won't be long. Right, so I've done the back. Needs a little bit more trimming. It's still a bit warm where I dried it with a dryer. But I think it's come out all right. What I did was I put a little bit of acetate in here and then just decoupage it like I did the front. So it didn't stick, which was good. Snipping off these little edges. Actually snipping the envelope. So that's all done. So there's my doily, my little teeny tiny doily with a flower on top, and there's my envelope. Okay, so I've got pink, yellow, I've got white gesso, I've got a doily, which is part of a doily, which I've still used a doily. I know it's probably, I don't know if it's cheating or not, but you said we had to use it, so use the doily. So technically I did. I'm just like, how can I get, you know, it's just like one of those things where you just think, right, okay, doily. The only thing I didn't really know what to do with was the doily. And this takes the stickiness down as well. And the that decoupage paste, glue, whatever you want to call it, it's glazed. So let's put a bit more on here so you can see the white. And if I was just doing this for myself, I would probably put a lot more gesso on. You know, I would buff it right down. And actually, when you put more on, you can actually see the embossing, which is, I don't know if you can see that. Actually, see the embossing here. It's really, it's definitely embossed. Definitely embossed. And I'm going to go on and probably do a card as well, because I embossed a card as well, but it didn't come out as nice as the envelope. So I need to dry that off. If I show you my card, this is what I embossed the card. Can you see that? It's little paisleys. I thought, oh, paisley. That was the card. So let me just dry this off a little bit, this gesso. So if I was going to make another one, what I probably would have done differently, if I was going to do it differently, because I've done this off the hook thinking about it, I would have probably done the yellow flower and doily and coloured it yellow. The pink one stands out a little bit too much, but I think that's nice to have on the back of an envelope. When you're going to open it, it's a nice surprise, isn't it? And you could do that with the doily underneath and maybe a little butterfly instead of a flower. So let's clear up all this mess and then we can have a look at it properly. So the spec was, let's move this down a bit. The spec was to use an embossing folder, which I did. I don't think I left my embossing folder out for you to see, but I did. I embossed it. You needed an embossing folder and doily, which I used, a paper doily. It had to be 6 by 6, and the colours were white, pink and yellow. So that's exactly what I've done. So you can see I've used white gesso, yellow and pink roses, and on the back I used the doily as a little fastener, and I have actually got some little magnets that I'm probably going to pop one on there, pop a magnet on there and one underneath, so that it just magnetically shuts. And it probably could do with, because you're going to giving this to someone, then it's going to need some sort of a label or something. So I don't know what labels I've got. Oh, whoops daisy. I could have a quick look to see if I've got any labels, but I might have to print a label off. So I'm not sure if I've got any labels. I'll have a look at my book. See if I've got any labels. I have got labels that I've cut out, but I don't know if they've got to the books yet. No, not yet, I don't think so. But I have got labels. So I'll dig out a label and let's just check the other book, the other ephemera one. Labels anywhere? No, labels are yet to come. I have got labels. I'll have to dig them out and then needs to put a nice label on the front, and I probably would put it down. I would probably put my label down in the corner there, just a label, so that I could write to whoever it is, or just leave it as it is. So going forward, that would have probably done that one in yellow, but never mind, it's done now. So that's it really. So I would have probably used a yellow like this, and made my clipped a little butterfly and just coloured the doily in yellow, sprayed it yellow. But yeah, but anyway, that's my entry to Jayne's little challenge of the week. So she's going to be doing it every Saturday. She's going to pull out 2 items and 3 colours every Saturday. So I think it's a great idea, Jayne, and it gives us something. It gives you just something to think about. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody's losing their mojo, and you know, it's been such a depressing time and a quite isolating time for lots of people. I've been quite lucky in the respect that I'm a key worker, so I've been able to still go to work. And there's like people saying, you know, it's great, or these people that don't have to go work. But at the end of the day, it's good for your mental health to socialise. Do you know what I mean? And I've been lucky that I've been able to socialise, even though it hasn't been with my beloved family and my children, and I've missed my grandchildren, and I'm a huggy person. So at the moment, the only person I can hug is my husband. So I have to do that as a last resort. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's just a joke. Anyway, so anyway, I'll be doing another one next week. I'm quite looking forward to it, Jayne. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon, folks. So take care, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.